There's a couple things, but one, I want to talk about this comment from Ronda Rousey. Did you see
Oh,
Ron? You saw the Ronda stuff in the news. I think it was maybe late last week.
could not miss it. I could not miss it. Or being the GOAT?
Well, no, she said that yes, and she also said that she said that MMA fans don't
Yeah,
have reverence for their legends.
yeah,
It's like as soon as you lose one fight, you're not S. You never were S.
yeah,
On
yeah.
to the next one.
That was a really bad take. Yeah, yeah.
That's a terrible take.
That was a really bad take from Ronda Rousey because I think the UFC guys get treated very, very well after the careers are over with. Some of them,
By the fans, yes.
yeah, by the fans. I mean, the majority of them. I mean, some of those guys. I mean, they got hit in the head so many times they lose their damn minds, like a BJ Penn and what he's going through right now. Who's still a legend. I think people still love him. You know what I mean? I mean, but he's on an island on his own. But no, I mean, I think I don't know. Her comment, what she was talking about WWE legends. I mean, bef- I don't know if she was watching any of the shows, how the legends got treated when they came back to WWE, back in the day. You know what I mean? It wasn't the greatest thing to come back to, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, for a lot of guys, but
It's what made
now
Big Show leave the company, right?
and Mark Henry as
And
well,
Mark.
so no, now my thing is, Ronda Rousey is just I don't know what her problem is. I don't know why she's so mad. She did a great thing for the sport. She really did, man. She
Incredible.
she should embrace that. She should embrace, what she did and who she is and who she was. You know what I mean? Because she really, was great for the sport. But every sport evolve. Every sport get better. You know what I mean, the blueprint wasn't even really, drawn when Ronda Rousey first, came into the UFC and women fighters start actually fighting. It wasn't really any structure to it. It was like you fight, this girl, you fight. It was, I mean, come on. I mean, but did she come in at the right time? Yes, man. She did some
Hell
great
yeah.
things. But when I don't know. I don't know why she's so bitter. I don't know why she's so bitter. I mean, the wrestling world let her in, and I think the wrestling world embraced Ronda Rousey
Embraced her.
and
Yeah.
and then she just like took a big crap on professional wrestling immediately when she left. And then sometimes even when she was there, why I don't know. You know what I mean? But some people, you're never gonna understand what their agenda is. You know what I mean? Some people, you know, uh, like a Ronda Rousey, you lose, it could turn everything upside down. Ronda Rousey was on top of the world, movie roles, commercials, whatever. And then, but that same road that you travel up, you're gonna travel back down that road, and you can make it as bumpy as you want. I think that's what Ronda Rousey's going through right now. She's just going down a bumpy road. You know,
Well, to me, it's like don't complain about answered prayers. You know what I mean? Like you're a legend in the UFC. You wanted to come into wrestling. Wrestling embraced you. The fans embraced you, and for some reason there's a bitterness. And then she even like took a swing at Joe Rogan because she was on Burt Kreischer's show, and Kreischer was like, "Oh, he and her can fight," and he was like, "I'll have Rogan train me," and she said something like, "He wouldn't know what to do. He's not an expert. He's just a fan.
yeah,
Taekwondo isn't fighting."
yeah. It's crazy, you know what I mean? And Joe Rogan was one of the biggest supporters at one
Like
time.
the biggest.
And he was talking about she could beat Floyd Mayweather, stuff
Yeah,
like that. That's what I remember. What
I
Joe
remember that.
But when she lost, I think Joe Rogan had an honest opinion as well. You know what I mean about Ronda Rousey. You know what I
We
mean,
said kind of what you just said, just like,
especially when she fought Amanda Nunes. I mean,
oh,
it was a runaway freaking train. That just ran over, and then the Holly Holm fight. Holly would just bat her on her feet as a boxer, as a fighter. I don't think that was a diss or anything like that. It was just the truth, and I think
truth.
with a lot of people, man, sometimes the truth really hurt. That can make those kind of people feel like the whole world is turning their back on them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I hope Ronda doesn't get. Some of the vets in the business. You saw some of the boys in the wrestling world. They can get real bitter as they get older, and I don't want
Oh yeah,
Ronda.
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't want Ronda to get bitter.
Well, she's
You know,
already there. She's already there, bro.
any more than.
I don't know if it's how she can come back from this. You know, I mean, I don't think the wrestling world is going to embrace her ever again. You know, I know she's in the gym training right now, and that's a good thing, just for her mental state. You know, trying to just
Sure.
just get back in there, and and I can still do this. But I think the fight game has passed her by. I think the wrestling world has passed her by. But that doesn't mean the world is going to forget about Ronda Rousey, and that's the part for me that I don't understand. Why is she trying to make the world turn against her? I don't know why. Because, like I say, I think Ronda Rousey, anywhere she should show up, she should be praised. She should be.
Yeah, absolutely. To
And,
me,
and like I said, man, your losses could be better than your wins, you know?
yeah.
And I give Conor McGregor a lot of respect for the way he handled losing most of the times.
Most of the time, except for the final one with
That's the
Poirier,
Poirier.
right?
Yeah, the Poirier fight. Yeah, that's
Where
the one.
he's sitting there talking.
Well, but he
Your
knew
wife was in my
you
DMs.
could tell, he knew it was all over at that point.
Yeah,
So he would just be like, man, I'm gonna just throw anything out there,
I'm gonna
man.
throw it out there.
I don't care. And you could tell that, you know what I mean?
But like when he lost to Nate, which was like the momentum stopper for him, he was like, he was the better man tonight. He went out there and fought a good fight. I'm looking forward to fighting him again.
Yeah,
And that's what you're supposed to do. So I don't know what happened with Ron.